Welcome to episode 2 of the Lost Lessons of Money series, where we cover the topic of Weimar Hyperinflation in 3 investor takeaways. In 1923, a loaf of bread in Berlin cost 200 billion marks. Think about that for a minute. How could anyone afford such a loaf of bread? Children built kites out of banknotes. No one knew how long the purchasing power of the notes will last. Factory workers rushed to spend their wages before noon, because by sunset, prices had doubled again. How did one of the world's most advanced economies implode in a single year? And why did some investors walk away richer than ever? Stay until the end for a trading insight that could help you make money. If you're enjoying this story, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Finance Arcana for more insights. Germany had factories, engineers and innovation, the Silicon Valley of its time. Yet within months, its currency died. What really killed Weimar wasn't the war, it was the math. After Versailles, Germany owed reparations it could never repay in gold or dollars. So the Reichsbank printed to bridge the gap. But here's the twist. The printing didn't begin as panic. It began as policy. Meet Rudolf Havenstein, the Reichsbank president, a man who believed he was saving Germany by printing it. He argued, if prices rise, we must print more to help people pay them. It was a loop of logic that fed on itself. And while citizens starved, speculators feasted. The Weimar stock market soared. Real estate exploded. Those closest to credit became instant millionaires on paper. If printing money destroyed wealth, why did so many investors profit first? Because inflation always rewards the debtors and punishes the savers. Germany's industrial barons borrowed marks and repaid in worthless paper. Foreign speculators rode the mark short for huge gains. It was a silent wealth transfer from the middle class to those who owned real assets and debt. 1919, Germany signs the Treaty of Versailles. 1921, the mark slides, $1 of 75 marks. 1922, foreign money floods in, chasing cheap German assets. 1923, confidence snaps. By November, $1 chivat to 4.2 trillion marks. When velocity of money spiked, the system imploded. The real crash wasn't in stocks, it was in trust. A century later, the world watched a new printing press spin. 2020, COVID crash. Central banks slashed rates, unleashed QE, and expanded balance sheets by trillions. Asset prices soared. Inflation felt transitory. Sound familiar? The same illusion. liquidity as wealth. In Weimar, they printed marks. Today, we print credit. Imagine saving for 20 years and finding your life savings by a single egg. Old men swept streets of paper money, women bartered jewelry for flour, the middle class destroyed, democracy weakened, extremism rose. Economic chaos paved the road to political madness. What if the Weimar playbook is running again, in slow motion? Debt mounts, governments print to delay pain, markets cheer for a while. Every crisis begins as a liquidity solution and ends as a currency problem. By late 1923, prices changed hourly. Shops refused to list them. People bartered in coal, bread and foreign currency. The mark no longer measured value. It measured panic. In Weimar, the stock market rose 10,000%, yet investors still lost. Why? Because their profits bought nothing. When money multiplies faster than goods, nominal gains mask real losses. Modern echo. From 2020 to 2022, equities rallied while currencies weakened. Liquidity creates illusion, but not wealth. Weimar collapsed not because printing presses stopped working, but because trust did. When citizens lose faith in money, they turn to anything else. Foreign currencies, barter, gold. Modern echo. Watch the bond market. When yields spike, trust is cracking. The wealth that survived Weimar was tangible. Farmland, factories, foreign assets and gold retained value. Modern echo. Commodities, energy, productive land, select crypto. Assets with intrinsic utility outlast paper promises. Germany escaped hyperinflation only by ending the Reichsbank's power. A new currency, the Rentenmark, was backed by land and mortgages. Faith was restored not through money printing, but through discipline. Every monetary system resets the same way. Collapse, then constraint. Weimar taught us a simple law of markets. When governments print to survive, markets rise. Then money dies. Liquidity is a mirage of confidence, and confidence is a fuse with a timer. For investors, watch the velocity of money. Track bond yields. Own what can't be printed. Because when faith breaks, real assets rule again. Closing line. Weimar was a warning. The chart never lies. Only the timing does. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe to the Finance Arcana YouTube channel for more insights. Thank you for watching Weimar Hyperinflation in 3 investor takeaways. Stay tuned to our other upcoming episodes of the Lost Lessons of Money series.